Hello everybody, my name's Paul and I'd like to introduce myself a little bit as a teacher and hopefully maybe convince you to think about taking a few classes with me. Okay, so I'd like to start by telling you a little bit about my qualifications. First of all, I hold two major teaching qualifications. The first and the most important is a TESOL diploma. I also hold a TEFL teaching certificate as well. In terms of business English, I actually hold a certificate from Harvard Business Publishing, which is called a Managed Mentor Certificate, which shows I've got a nice background in business information and also in teaching that kind of subject. I'm also in the second year of my Masters in TESOL and Applied Linguistics, which I'm studying in the UK at the University of Portsmouth. I have 13 years experience as a teacher. I've worked all over the world in many different countries. I started a long time ago, way back in 2004 in Korea. And since then I've worked in China, Turkey, Oman, France, UAE, in Dubai, and also in Germany. And right now I spend all of my time teaching online. I teach students from any country, from any background, so I've got a really varied way of teaching any student. Okay. During those 13 years, I've worked in many places and done lots of different types of English. I'll highlight just two or three of them for you now. The first thing I would mention is I've worked with many major companies, many big multinationals in China, in France, and Germany, teaching lots of things like business English and English for presentations and communication skills, and lots of things like that. I also have a fantastic track record with IELTS. I do really well helping students get a higher band than they really should be able to, which is really useful for people wanting to move to different countries and study in different countries. On top of that, I'd like to think that I've got thousands of happy students from all over the world, from lots of different countries, lots of different backgrounds, who've done lots of different classes with me and really enjoyed those classes. Okay. To talk about those classes, I like to think about 3 or 4 different things when I plan classes and when I think about how I can help a student. The first thing is I like to be really nice and really practical to help students learn the type of English and learn the type of skills that they need to help them do well either in exams or at work or just in general. I also work really hard at creating all my own materials. I have lots of self-created worksheets, grammar materials, and I even have my own blogs on IELTS and on grammar that you can find via WordPress. I also have my own YouTube channel where I do nice little tutorials on grammar. I also like to be really fun and really relaxed in my class. Nobody likes, strict, boring classes, do they? So I like things to be fun, relaxed, and entertaining for the students. And perhaps most importantly, my classes are focused much more on the student than they are on the teacher. It's things that the student needs to learn and an approach that the student generally enjoys. Okay. And the final thing to talk about is the type of classes that I provide and that I teach. I can do any type of classes, but the three that I generally focus on are business English. For those, I can create, I can tailor, and I can make classes for any type of field, for any type of student, and they're usually made to measure for individual students. For example, I've done lots of work with English for technology companies and people who work for those kind of companies. I've done lots of English for business, such as accounting and finance, and I've also even done pharmaceuticals and various bits like that. So I've got a wide variety of materials and a wide variety of abilities. I also do IELTS classes, which I work on a lot. I tend to focus a lot on speaking and writing skills. And as I said before, I have a really good record of helping students go from one band to slightly higher bands, helping them get into university or maybe emigrate to different countries. I also do lots of conversation classes for students who just want to practice speaking, just want to make their English on an everyday level a little bit better. I like to think I'm a fun and interesting person to speak to. So if any of those things sound interesting for you, please let me know. Okay, thanks for taking the time to listen to me. Bye bye.